So, they're resilient. Resilience and resolve. And really that's just the ability to recover quickly from some kind of hardship or setback. You will have setbacks, you will have temporary setbacks, you will lose distributors, you may even lose gold distributors. But you've got to recover quickly and not dwell on the setbacks. Because all the leaders in the business have had that. Everyone. If you get to SED, you can't get to SED without being persistent. It's impossible. And you will have setbacks. So if you're not just think about this. This is what we're talking about, building a character. Just think about your life before Kleeneze and ask yourself, have I been really persistent in the things I've been doing? Or do you maybe try a thing for a few weeks and then try something else? Because if that's the case, you're probably going to have to change that aspect of your character so that you become more persistent. Because all successful people, not only in Kleeneze, but all successful people have persistence. This is Dyson. You know Dyson, the guy who invented the vacuum thing? Well, what I would urge you to do, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail now, but you want to go on the Google, on the internet, and look up his story. It's an incredible story, and if you want to find someone who has got loads of persistence, you want to read his story. He started his business in a garden shed, and he had to remortgage his house, and I forget how many times he invented the Hoover thing, but there was, I forget how many prototypes. It was like maybe thousands of prototypes that he produced until he got it right. And then when he got it right, another company tried to steal the invention. And he had a court case, and a big battle, and more debt, until eventually he became successful. Now he's an incredibly wealthy man. Guy that started Kentucky Fried Chicken, another good example. He started his business. He was on Social Security checks. He had a little business in a garage, and they built a motorway around the garage, so no one went in the garage anymore. And he used to. He had this one chicken recipe that he thought was a good idea, and he went and knocked on 1,000 doors before someone said yes, they would like the recipe. 1,000 people said no, and then obviously he became hugely successful. But imagine that, when next time you're doing your callbacks and you send a few packs out and you get a few no's, you know old Colonel Saunders there. So you do need to be persistent. Rod Stewart, a lot of people don't realise that Rod Stewart, before he became successful, was rejected by every major record company in the UK. So yes, we want to be successful, but along the way you're going to have some challenges. It stands to reason. And it's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with it that makes the difference. And that's why the books and the tapes and the meetings and getting around the right people, that's why it's so important. Here's another example closer to home. This is my upline, Gary and Esther Watson. A fish factory labourer, earning about £140 a week, 100 grand a year in Kleeneze. And you can't get that without persistence. So that's really the final point of this training. To summarise it, I would just simply say that anyone can become successful in Kleeneze. It's not complicated, but you do have to do the internal work to get the external results. And it's 6 inches between your ears that you need to work most on. That's me, from my own experience. That's what's made the difference for me. So I hope that helps you. Thank you very much for listening.
We're going to be finished up in about 2 or 3 minutes. But I'm going to ask you to take a leap of faith for me. Does anybody trust me here?
Yes.
No. Maybe. And it's just for anybody that might be interested.